Okay, hello everyone, good afternoon. Yeah, this is Bailing. Yeah, so I'm from Envision Digital. Yeah, so maybe since today is all the friends from the financial institution, right? So probably we're the new animal in the zoo. So probably I take my next slides to quickly introduce who Envision as a group and what's the business that Envision Digital is focusing, right? So Envision as a group, we are actually a 50 years old company. So we started from wind turbine business. So currently we are the number 4 wind turbine manufacturer in the world. And our second business actually is the Envision ESG. It's an EV battery manufacturing. So this business is we acquired from Nissan that used to supply the Nissan Leafs, right? So currently we are expanding our capacity globally. So we are setting up a lot of mega factory in US, in UK, to supply different OEMs. So recently, actually, we just win the battery capacity for Mercedes and BMW. And I will share the secret recipe how we can win this battle, right, in today's very severe competitions in EV battery. And the third piece is actually where I'm from. So Envision Digital, we are a 5 years old company based in Singapore, and over the last 5 years, I would see like we grow together with the decarbonization journey, right? So we help our customers as well as the government to realize the decarbonization journey along the way. So in Singapore, a lot of government agencies as well as large corporations are our customer to use the technology to solve their challenges down the road. So essentially, our Envision Digital, we provide a platform that connect to different type of sensors, devices from upstream renewable, be it wind, be it solar, and be it hydrogen, right? So we all know yesterday, 2 days ago, our the Deputy Prime Minister also announced that Singapore is going to go big on hydrogen. So in the future, we also can connect to different type of hydrogen asset and devices. And if we look at we move across the renewable energy supply chain from supply, we also covering the grid. So we are able to connect to different type of microgrid, smart grid, and also if we move to the consumption side, we're also able to connect various type of sensor devices, name it in built environment, in public transportations, right? As well as, so connectivity is really our key strength. That's why it's also sing the same song with STACS, right? So we are becoming the partner that will help STACS to provide the E, especially the data sets in E, in a real-time manner, in a more trustable, traceable, credible. So that's also quite in line with what MAS is promoting. So all the data can be verified at the source. So in the future, when different the partners into the whole financing the ecosystem, so they can tap on the same data set to create different use cases. Right? And lastly, but not the least, is actually we also have a venture that we keep investing ourselves together with the partners. Like in Sequoia, we have a joint fund to create a new business, because we all know like the net zero down the road is going to be a lot of new business coming up, like green hydrogen, green ammonia. So we are really seeing capital can be a big lever to drive this transformation. So this is basically what we are doing right now. But in a nutshell, what we are doing is only one simple purpose, is to the net zero, and our solution is surrounding this topic. Yeah. Okay. So if we look at the digital, just now as I shared, right, so data connecting to different sensor and data is really in the heart of our business. So here is the quick STACS to showcase the scalability that the platform can manage right now. So if we, again, the view we look at is from the upstream supply to the downstream consumption. So from supply side, you can see that currently we are connecting over 500 gigawatts renewable on this platform. That's actually give us a lot of edge to help our customer to go through the decarbonization journey, right? So this is all this renewable asset we are managing right now. But if we look at the energy downstream, so it's not about gigawatts anymore. It's about the volume and the different type of asset we are connecting. So this is the over 200 million sensors and devices is currently the platform is able to orchestrate. So by combining the upstream and the downstream together, that's where our product line can help the customer to really embark the decarbonization journey. So that's where we have renewable solutions that helping the large corporations who want to go green to especially for large corporations that managing traditional power generation, so they can use this asset to improve their asset performance. And also, we also have city infra product line that's mainly help the like buildings, transportations, and other sectors to improve their operational efficiency, to solve their energy balancing challenges. Right, and lastly, another one is our carbon management. And just now, I think we also see a lot of people, a lot of our friends are sharing their carbon management solution. But the way we look at it is we really feel like moving in the future, so carbon management is not about reporting only, but also how we can use more granular data to generate actionable insights to move their decarbonization journey. Right, so this is basically who we are. So we always say our single mission is using digital solution to drive the decarbonization. So it's like D4D. So this is what we are doing. Oh, sorry. Okay, so this one actually is a quick recap that what we are seeing in the whole the green movement from Singapore perspective, right? So we all know in the last 10 years, Singapore has been very successful in driving Smart Nation program, and it's being a living lab. It's really the global best practices, and we really believe in the next 5 years and 10 years, so green is definitely be the topic, right? And also the government has announced this green plan 2 years ago. And now we are seeing the industry is really moving after the green plan has been announced, especially I think in the also the DPM also announced that the Singaporeans want to be more ambitious in terms of carbon reduction, right? So we can see that a lot of very tangible or specific target has been put in different industries, especially in built environment in Singapore, that this 80-80-80 rules. That's why we are seeing the industry is really moving and the market demand is really picking up. So the next one we are seeing after the whole, the nationwide objectives has been set. So what the industry is moving towards. So this is our observations of the industry direction that is moving. So the first one, as I shared, so the industry is really moving from monitoring, from reporting to actively monitor, right? And also, I think a lot of our friends in the banks and the financial institution also sharing in the previous one, the sustainability linked loan, the green loan. So only one like reporting data at year end may not be good enough for them to make their decisions. And also from the customer's point of view, only supplying one single, KPI, high level KPI to manage their ESG overall performance is also not good enough for them to drive to the next step, because we all know like net zero actually is a journey down the road for decades. So with all the historic, very accurate, granular, more frequent, data set can really help them to set the baseline and understand where they are right now and moving forward how they can gradually achieve their carbon reduction target. So that's why the number one movement we are seeing is the industry is really moving from passively reporting to proactively monitoring, right? So this is the first one. And the second one is about to offset to tangible reduction. I think this is also very much in line with what the whole Singapore as a nation to promote. Because when we talk about like buying REC, do carbon credit, a lot of the reaction from the customer is saying, okay, I know I can do that, but what we want to do is we want to really have tangible solution to reduce my carbon emission, no matter from the supply side. Maybe can you give me more green electricity? The green electrons flow from the grid. That's why we are seeing the whole nationwide put a lot of emphasis by importing green electricity from the neighborhood. Or can you deploy solutions that can help me to tangibly reduce my carbon emission? Maybe let's say I'm in a building, can you optimize my lighting, optimize my chillers, optimize all my equipment, and things like that. So I think the Singapore way, we take it a very practical approach to really look for solutions to reduce the carbon emissions. I think that's also what we are, our solution put a lot of emphasis on. And lastly, actually, that what we are also looking at the industry moving from consume to connect, or put another word from consume to presume. Yeah, because we all know that in the future, whenever your facility that is okay, commercial viable to have rooftop solar, they will be equipped with rooftop solar, right? And with the EV charging upcoming, so your EV charging will totally changing the way you consume your energy. So the old energy chain is really like changing because the distributed energy resources are deploying more and more into the whole network. That's why we are seeing that connecting the devices are becoming more and more important than before, right? That's why a lot of the EMA and also like government agency, they are promoting to say, okay, can we like using the smart grid solutions or even virtual power plant to help the whole grid to to improve the grid stability and also make sure the green electricity become more affordable, more reliable, and so the customer can starting from there, right? So from all these challenges, we are seeing that really, underlying still, I want to get back to the essence of it is really the data is the key for all the future solution to be built on top. Okay. So so coming back to this, as I just shared, we value a lot on the data availability and on the device connectivity. So that's why actually our underlying is an IoT platform. And of course, on top of IoT, we plug in a lot of AI and machine learning algorithm and solving all the problem statement as I just shared. So we produce like energy efficiency algorithm, and also we supply different smart grid and virtual power plant algorithm to solve the industry players from the generation side all the way to the city infrastructure side. So this is the three offerings that we are supplying. So okay. So moving forward, I probably contextualize a little bit on today's topic, right? Why net zero is so important for financial institutions. So if we look at a typical financial institutions, their carbon emission, actually majority is from their investment portfolio, right? So that's why a lot of like financial institutions, when they want to claim their net zero target, actually they're becoming very cautious and very concerned because they know that they can only control 10%. That's where they consume by themselves, maybe their own facilities, their operation. But majority of them, 90%, is actually on their investment and how they can balance from currently the P&L to the future. Right? Like MAS also promoting a lot that the financial institutions actually need to play a very important role to do the transition financing. So they need to help them to how to decarbonize the current business to the future, to greenize the current industries. So that's a lot of the financial institutions are struggling how they can balance from their current P&L in the future sustainability target, right? So that's why currently we are actually joint hand with working with the financial institution to see can we create some synergy together with the digital solution to create a win-win and win situation, meaning we can provide the digital solutions for the customer to really reduce their carbon emission, right? Provide a positive ROI project for them to also generate a good business case to embark their decarbonization journey with the financial support from the financial institutions, be it your sustainability loan, be it your green loan, and be it other type of like green bond, different type of financial product. And in the meantime, for Envision, our digital solution can also help them to accelerate their journey to decarbonize. Right? So this is something we are collaborating together. And also, I think with the support of Singapore, like MAS is promoting the Greenprint, that's where actually accessing to the data become more easier, much easier than ever. So this is subsequently, I'm going to share a live use case that we have already collaborating with STACS, supporting by the MAS Greenprint, and together with one of the financial institutions. Okay, so if you look at this use case, actually I also echo a lot on what just now some of the guest speakers sharing. As of today, actually the people who are most struggling on decarbonization is actually SME. right? Because large corporations, they have capital, they have domain knowledge, and they have talent to support that. But if you are a small and medium company, and you are part of the global supply chain, or you are part of the regulated industry, you have to go green. Otherwise, you're out of business, right? So I think SME, we also put a lot of effort to simplify our solution, to make sure all the ESG-related data can be easily retrieved. That's why here actually is a hotel that in Indonesia. So they are also kind of struggling because currently the hospitality industry are heavily promoting that you need to become a green facility in order to be qualified or welcome more and more customer that with ESG awareness in the future, right? So here actually we are putting a very cost-effective sensors, and then most importantly, it's non-intrusive. So we don't want to, like when you go green and you're disrupting their normal operations. So the non-intrusive sensors can be deployed, and their carbon or their energy consumption data can be pulled through the system. And also, I think just now MAS also emphasized a lot, the interoperability is really the essence of any platform, right? So you have to be interop with different type of system. So here, actually, by the open API of the system, we can interop like with the banks, in this case is HSBC. We can also interopt with the STACS. That's where they can put up the ESG registry. And also we can interopt with their own facility team. In the future, they can tap on the same type of data set to drive their energy efficiency program. And maybe in the future, they are also considering probably to do the offset of the residue of the carbon, right? So this is one of the, I think after embarking this solution, actually we see a lot of stickiness, a lot of more use case can be happen, right? Not only as I just shared. So we start from proactively monitoring, but tapping on the same data set, actually from the customer, they can drive their energy efficiency program and get a tangible reduction, and also in turn they reduce their operational costs, right? And also by doing so, they also improve their own bankability in front of the bank. So that's what I just shared, like the win-win and win situation we are trying to create by collaborating through the whole eco-partner. And I think I do believe that this green financing is really an ecosystem play, right? There's no single vendor that can solve all the problem. That's why we truly embrace the openness of the whole platform that makes sure all the data can be shared across the different players across the value chain, which is very much in line with what STACS is also promoting. That's why today we are very happy to be here to share our use case. I believe down the road, and maybe next year, we have more impactful use case can be shared with the group of guests. Okay, yeah, thank you. Yeah.